I'm Miranda Esmond-White. Thank you for joining me for a classical stretch here in windy Jamaica. So we're going to do an all-floor work, deep, full-body flexibility workout. So I'm sitting on a riser, which helps to get into the muscles more easily. Encyclopedia Britannicas and telephone books work just as well. So start with your foot. So you're going to go toes, heel, toes, and push on those toes. So what we're working here is the articulation of the toes and ankle joints, and really dig deeply into those joints. Don't just half-heartedly sort of waggle your foot. Flex, toes, push the toes, flex as much as you can, use those heels, use those toes, because often our ligaments are cold. They get cold and dried out and stiff, and they block the actual ability to get into the muscles. So our toes and our finger ligaments are very important that we work them, kind of like kneading dough. So really work those hands, and then when you start working the arms and the legs, you're going to get a much more effective flexibility. Rotate your wrists. Okay, so really work them. Okay, now we're going to go with the shoulders, twice each direction, and the other way. And now we're going to do the spine. So I'll just turn so you can see me. Drop back, hold those legs, one vertebra of your spine at a time. Lift up. So do you feel that working? One at a time. Down, one at a time up. And then you're going to take your arm in front and twist around. So that's working your spine. Pulling with that arm. Take the other one. Take the wrist, the other wrist. Lift your shoulders. Pull. Now we're going to go one elbow down, up, twist it around and turn on your spine. Pull the arms behind your head. Okay, do it again, and we're going to do the same thing with the other arm. When your elbow is bent, you're working the part of your spine that's above your waist. Okay, so keep the elbow bent because we're working the rib cage there deliberately. Stretch the arm. That will stretch right through your spine. So when the arms are straight, that works right to the base of your spine. So we work the whole spine. Okay, so now we're going to do exercises for the groin. Now the groin and the hips are the agonist and the antagonist of each other. So sometimes some people's hips are what's tight, their glutes, and some is their groin. So when we work one, we automatically work the other. So now just slide your hips as though you're skiing. So you don't clompity-clomp with skis, you slide them on the ground. So you're sliding one side of your bottom and the other side of your bum. Okay, so you just slide and you're going to feel little stretches in those hips. Bend forward, holding the shins. Put the elbows on your knees and push down. Okay, now you're going to just fight, release up, fight, fight, fight. Okay, now relax. And then you're going to push those knees down. So we're working the neurological system here. When we go contract, and then we relax and release the tension and push. And you're going to notice that by working with the neurological system, with these contractions, it makes you flexible much more rapidly. Okay? One hand at a time. Same thing here. You're going to fight up, relax the tension, and push down. Now when you increase the flexibility of your hips, suddenly walking becomes much easier. Okay, push up. And so it gives you energy. So flexibility, when you add it with strength, makes you feel much younger. It makes you feel energized. It has to be added with strength though. Flexibility on its own doesn't help you. Flexibility with strength helps you, and that's what we do in classical stretch. We combine the two, strength and flexibility. Because I want to stay young, so if I want to stay young, you're going to stay young too. Okay, bring the knees together. You're going to open those legs, fight it. You're going to feel the hips fighting. Now you're going to relax and stretch out those hips. Do it again. You're gonna try to open the legs. You force them closed with your hands. And this is called a hip blast. And it's really good for your spine. Relax and open your legs. It centers your spine. A lot of these exercises were actually taught to me by a physiotherapist who worked with a lot of athletes. And they are very powerful, very safe, and they just feel so good to do. Okay, so here we go. So now you're going to lie on your back. And if you need a cushion for your neck, just get something to support your neck. So we're going to do a stretch more again for the hips and glutes. So you might put your foot on your knee, lift your thigh up, and just start moving your legs around. Some people prefer that position, and I'm going to show you the second position, which I prefer. I cross over and I put my two knees in line, grab the shins. Okay, now some people need an elastic to pull their legs because you're pulling in. I don't, but a lot of people do, and you just have your elastics ready for any stretches. So you pull the legs towards you. And now you're going to move side to side, and that stretches out the hips. So when your hips are stretched out, then you're not tight. And when you're tight, you feel stiff and you can't move quickly. But when you've got flexibility in your hip muscles, suddenly you can walk, you can do wide strides. It feels great. Okay, change legs. You can lift the other leg up, put it on your knee if you want to do it that way, and you're going to just pull the knees in, or if you do it my way, you cross over. Grab the shins, never the feet. Okay, pull them right in, move side to side. So these nice deep stretches for the hips. Okay. Now we're going to do some deep stretches. Okay, first leg, 2 feet flat for your IT band. Rotate your leg around, okay? So we move around. Now we're going to take that leg, circle it, and push it down. You're going to feel a stretch right on the outside of your leg. Push across, pull forward, pull across. You're going to change legs. Lift that leg up, flex your foot, and just rotate in the socket. Okay, so you really clean out any debris in that socket. You're going to rotate. Okay, take that leg, breathe in. When you breathe out, pull it across and pull it forward. So now we're going to get into the hamstrings. So we're getting right through all the muscles of the legs. So bring the knee in. Make sure that your other leg is bent on the ground. So bring the knee into your chest and wiggle your hips. So the wiggling of the hips confuses the body. It doesn't know what muscles, so it just relaxes everything. So then you can stretch up your leg. So wiggling is very important. Okay, inhale, and when you exhale, relax and pull. Okay, you're going to flex your foot and it'll feel a nasty stretch. And 1, 2, 3, you're going to point, breathe out and pull. Okay, so this is again working with the neuromuscular system, because you notice you got a lot more flexible there. Some people need to pull with an elastic. So we're going to do the whole thing again. Move your hips, wiggle those hips, stretch your leg out. I'll do it with the elastic to show you how that would work. Now you're going to flex your foot. 1, 2, 3, breathe out, point and pull. And you see how you can bring that leg more in? Okay, do it again. Bend your knee, shift your hips. Okay, stretch that leg out. Flex your foot. 1, 2, 3, point and pull. Okay, so we're going to change legs. Bring the knee in. So this is your second leg. So we do them 3 times each leg. Okay, so you're going right through. Okay. Breathe in, flex your foot, 1, 2, 3, point. Doesn't that feel good? Just wiggle your hips a bit. Okay, do it again. Bend, move those hips. Okay, stretch your leg out. Okay, you're gonna feel that lovely stretch in your hamstring. Breathe in, flex your foot, wiggle a bit, 1, 2, 3 point, pull. And your leg just drops because the nervous system is no longer in panic that you're gonna rip something. We're tricking that nervous system with all these contractions. Breathe in, flex your foot, 1, 2, 3, breathe out, and bring the leg in. First leg, you're just gonna pull it in, open it sideways a bit, and in front, and sideways, and in front. You're just moving it sideways just to work through those muscles, and bring it in. You're gonna open it sideways, in front. So this is all for the hamstring, and the hamstrings is plural. There's a whole bunch of those muscles, so you're gonna feel different muscles as we're doing these exercises. Okay, so now you're gonna sit up. Now you can get back up on your riser, which I think I will. If you're up on your riser, put your feet together. So now, what you're going to do is, again, we have to trick that neuromuscular system. So you put one foot behind you and you lift your leg up. So you're going to move your little riser. And you're going to move your leg as though it's a flag in the wind, which in this windy beach in Jamaica, this could be a flag. So you just shift your weight, your leg forward and back, and that relaxes the muscles in the hips. And then you pull the heel in towards your bum and twist. So now you're going to take the hips and you rotate forward, back. You just rotate around and rotate. Now you're going to pull that heel into your bum. And as you pull the heel into your bum, you're going to feel a really deep stretch in the quad. Now push away, arching your back. Don't be forward like that. Be up, pulling. Okay, pull that heel in. You're feeling your quad. Stretch out, pull your back up. Now, one more time. You're going to put the toes, flex them, put them on the mat, and lift your body actually up. And then you're going to start moving around. Moving your leg around, and it's going to work through your hips. So just shift around, up and down and move, and that's working right deep into your spine. Pull back, put the knee down. Now, as you lift the knee, you're going to feel a stretch right here, and that's going into the spine, and that's called your iliopsoas. And that iliopsoas feeds into several lower spine and makes you, if it's stiff, you're unable to walk freely, loosely. So we really want to have that iliopsoas flexible so we have this nice easy gait when we walk. Okay, knee up. Now you want to release all the tension in your back. So take the arm nearest me and pull as far as you can forward. Okay, and that'll just release the tension in the psoas muscles. So put your feet together, and we're going to change sides, okay? So you just want to relax out, just move your back, move your hips, and we're going to change sides. So I've got to move my little mat over there. So you're changing legs. You're sitting comfortably on your riser, lifting up that leg, and just rocking back and forth, waving your leg like a flag in the wind. So it just moves around, and it takes the tension out of these hip muscles. Okay, just move it around and swivel your hips, just wagging it, just waving it around. It seems like you're wasting your time, but actually you'll find that you get into a much more comfortable and much deeper quad flexibility stretch by doing all those relaxation exercises first. We tend to be way too rough on our bodies, not realizing that when you're rough on your body kicks in protective mechanisms. So then you're gonna pull muscles When you're gentle with your body, you'll be able to increase your flexibility very, very rapidly and safely. So that's what you're going to do in classical stretch. It's all deep flexibility that's safe and fast. Feels great. You're not going to injure yourself. Okay, bend your toes. So you're going to work those ligaments of your toes. Come up as high as you can. Okay, to work right through that psoas. Knee down, knee up, knee down. You're going to feel these stretches here. Up, knee down, knee up, and now release the tension in your psoas by stretching forward and wiggling around. Okay, so now we've worked right through the whole leg, the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, and deep into the spine. So now we're going to do a few more exercises for the hamstrings and the spine. Okay, so now just put your legs in front of you. We're going to lift the arms up. Now you can bend your knees if you want. What we want to make sure is that your spine is straight. So you're going to reach up, pulling. That's where these risers really come in, because they help you position yourself so that your spine is straight. Okay, pull up and pull the arm behind you. Okay, now you're going to reach up and pull the arm behind you. Reach both arms up, pull them behind you, and now we're going to just rotate around. So this is all spine flexibility. Strength and flexibility. Because as I was saying earlier, flexibility is useless unless you add strength with it. So that's what we do. Up you go. This takes strength to sit-ups. And now relax down and lift up, arms up. Okay, now you're going to just bring your arms up, straighten both your legs if you can, keeping your back straight. What we're going to be working is the hamstring, and some people have to keep their knees bent because their hamstrings are so tight. So breathe in. Imagine there's a coffee table in front of you, and you're going to slide those hands along the coffee table. Okay, so you're going to breathe in, keeping your back straight. Breathe out. Okay, good, good, good. Now flex your feet, and when you point your feet, you're going to be able to drop further down. Now you're going to wipe the air. Now by forcing your spine to stay straight is going to strengthen your spine. Okay, so this is where you're simultaneously increasing the flexibility and strength. That's when the real value comes in. Come in, come up, pull back, push forward along that coffee table. Breathe in, breathe out, wipe across, right across, and wipe across. You're going to just walk across with your hands slowly. You're going to feel those hamstrings. Just walk across. Okay, now you're going to flex your feet and you're going to walk forward, taking one foot and pulling it up. Walk by the other one and pull it up. And as you pull it up, you're going to feel a nasty stretch here. As long as it's not a knife pain, then it means it's good for you, because that's the IT band that's pulling for your knee. Walk around. And our knees tend to be, a lot of people have knee pain because this IT band is tight. Bend over, let go and lift up. And bend over, stretch out those muscles as much as you can. Let go and then lift up. Pull up, pull your spine upwards. Bend over, stretch it out, pull it with all your might to get the longest that you can with those muscles, and then stretch them. You're going to do a waist rotation around. Go to the other side. Reach up. Force your lower back to straighten a little more with each stretch, with each movement. Pull over. Reach up. Waist rotation. Now we're going to work the spine a little more, working with the lower spine. You're going to drop down with your spine and stretch it up. So we're working the lower spine, just down, and now pull straight up. Okay, so down you go. Roll down, straighten up, lift those arms, roll down, straighten up, pull. So that'll really help to straighten and strengthen your back, which is good for your posture. So now we're going to finish up with some wonderful stretch releases for the neck. So make sure that you're straight, because you don't want to work your neck with a crooked spine. So hold underneath your legs, pull your back up, breathe in, breathe out. So you're going to drop your head over, but don't lift the shoulders. Breathe in, and when you breathe out, the head will fall a little further. Okay, isn't that amazing how that works? Go to the other side. Drop your head over, breathe in, exhale, and the head will drop a little further. It's the magic of the human body. If you treat it right, it'll react properly. Keep your chin down and your neck straight. Turn your head. Now tighten up your neck muscles. When you relax your neck, turn your head a little further. Okay, go to the other side. Okay, pull your spine straight. Make sure that you're keeping that spine straight all the time. That'll strengthen it. Okay, contract your neck. Relax it, and it'll turn a little more. Okay, now you're going to lift up your head and pull the chin towards the ceiling. And you're going to feel the skin and the ligaments and muscles in your neck being pulled. Whatever you do, don't drop. This is a pulling up. Imagine that somebody's actually taking your head and lifting your whole head upwards, and then open your mouth and then pull your chin up, and you'll feel a wonderful stretch. Now lift your head up, starting from the back of your head, and drop it forward. So we're just going to do side, pull up and around and up and up. And these are strengthening exercises that are stress release exercises, because they're liberating every vertebra of the neck. When often we suffer from neck pain, shoulder pain, because everything is crunching together. So I hope you had a good workout, and I will see you again tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Stretch.